G'day chess fans and welcome to round 7 of the O2C Doeberl Cup for 2009. We've been playing in the Hellenic Club in Canberra, Australia's capital, and this round was a fantastic round. The top players, George C and Deep Sengupta, met at last. They were leading the tournament on 6.5 out of 7. They had a terrific battle. It could have gone either way. It looked like Sengupta was on top. Suddenly C fought back, and in the position that we've got on the diagram, C started to take control. He swapped the rooks on C6 and then he pushed his e-pawn. The bishop had to stop it. He couldn't go back to A5 because then the b-pawn couldn't advance and black would win with rook C8, so it had to stop the pawn on F2. And now, just in time, C rushes his king over. King G8, B4, King F7, B5, and suddenly black's king is getting to the pawns in time. But that wasn't the end of the story. Sengupta found plan B. He blockaded the e-pawn and brought his king over. Bishop E1, King G1, King F2. Meanwhile, George was taking all of black's pawns. And unfortunately, after Sengupta went Bishop C3, getting ready to take the G-pawn, George had a number of possible good moves. He could have played G5, keeping that pawn. Instead, he thought he could keep the F and the H pawn by giving up the G-pawn, but after white went Bishop takes on G7, the rook had to move, and then Bishop E5 check. Suddenly, black can't defend the F-pawn, white's king came over. It was 2 pawns against 1. The rook wasn't good enough to beat the bishop, and after another 20 moves, C had to concede the draw. Both players are now in with a good chance of a Grandmaster norm. They probably both need about 1 out of 2. They're both playing Grandmasters in the 8th round. This round saw a lot of the top players get closer. Gawain Jones won. The Englishman moves to within half a point of the lead. Australia's Daryl Johansson won, also moves within half a point of the lead. And they were also joined by Jas Sriram, the Indian international master, who's come out of nowhere and is also half a point off the pace. There's a huge pack of Grandmasters just behind them, and it could be anybody's tournament, but the top 2 players, both international masters, are both looking good for a Grandmaster result. See you in round 8.